Welcome to Wilmington, Ohio Campground. We're between Dayton and Cincinnati, Ohio, and just a little bit off of I-71. When you first arrive, you're going to pull into the entrance. You are going to bear to the left. This RV, almost past it. Once you bear to the left, you are going to park on the right side. Once you pull off to the right, you're going to walk into the registration office, which is also the camp store, and pick up your registration packet. In this building, you're going to find the camp store, the registration office, as well as a nice sitting room with Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi is always good. They have plenty of firewood to purchase at the camp store. The firewood costs under $7 a bundle. If for some reason you need to come in after registration hours, then just call, make prior arrangements, and they'll leave your packet right underneath one of these rocks on this round table. If you need ice while you are here, you can find that at the camp store. Being full-time, getting mail is very important to us. So we have discovered that they receive mail here free of charge. They leave it on the front porch and you can just come by and pick it up. Getting ready to do a campground tour? You're hangry? Grab a Snickers ice cream bar. Inside the camp store, you can find a restroom. I love dragonflies. Fun fact about dragonflies is that they eat mosquitoes. A great insect to have around your campground. If you forget anything while you're here, they have several items at the camp store. There are 2 fishing ponds here on property. You do not need a fishing license to fish, but if you don't have the equipment, they have fishing poles and all the things you need to go fishing, including night crawlers. Check out your equipment at the camp store. Most of the offices have nice little coffee station setups. I never can resist a big country porch with nice rocking chairs. The Welcome Center is attached to the country store, a registration office, and there is free Wi-Fi here. There's a restroom inside of the Welcome Center, so you don't have to go very far if you're in here enjoying a movie or a game. It's very pretty inside, bright, airy. There are several games and puzzles provided for you in this area. They even have couches for a movie night. Great place to hang out on a rainy day. There are several tables in here for playing games or building puzzles. There's a nice pool table here for you to play pool. Lots of room around for the sticks, so you're not bumping into anybody. Stripes. If you have something to sell while you're here, you can post it on the for sale board right here in the Welcome Center. Also, the code for the Wi-Fi hotspot can be found here. They not only have a front porch with rocking chairs, they have a back porch. So if you don't want to go inside and use the Wi-Fi there, you can use it on the porch. And your view of the yard is really pretty. If you venture out beyond the yard, behind those cattails, I bet you know what you'll find. There is a pond. Not sure if you can hear it, but there's a couple of frogs over there croaking. Oh, and the birds. It is very peaceful here. Outside the Welcome Center, there is a nice concrete pad and a basketball area. As you're entering the gate, beware of golf carts and pedestrians. There's a nice little path that crosses over past the gate that goes to the Welcome Center. There's a nice sized pool here. It looks very clean and clear. Lots of people having fun. If you want to come out and lay by the pool and get some sun or read or take a nap, there are plenty of loungers here for you. There are several pergolas here with tables and chairs if you want the shade. You can see the ponds from the pool. They have a really nice sand volleyball court outside by the pool with a nice net. That pool looks very inviting. There's a very nice play area beside the pool as well. There's a fenced-in kiddie pool here, so you can bring your little ones over here and let them enjoy the shallow water. It's almost like a big playpen. Inside the kiddie pool area, there's also a pergola table and chairs and loungers. Man, it feels good. Come on in, Fred. You don't even have to get used to it.
Sure.
It feels amazing. If you like to play disc golf, there's a wonderful disc golf course here with a huge field. I love how the hot tub is separated from the pool area. So if you want to get into the spa, you can step away from the hustle and bustle of the pool and take a few minutes and relax inside the jacuzzi. We hope that you'll get a chance to see Fred and I in here. Right now they're balancing out the chemicals. They had to repair some grout, but it looks like it will be open soon. Outside the lodge, underneath the roof, there are some picnic tables and chairs, so you can enjoy the scene of the pond and the pool and not have to go inside there. This is inside the lodge. This is where they host different events, and you'll also find the showers to the pool and the restrooms are inside here as well. There's a nice pavilion here by the lodge as well. It has a couple of picnic tables in case you want to come over here and have a picnic lunch and enjoy the pool. So much easier to get propane when you have a horseshoe drive to get into it, so you can fill up on either side of your RV. You will check in at the camp store if you want to buy some propane. They have a dump station here. It's pretty nice because it's off the road. You don't have to worry about other RVs. There's room for 2, and you're definitely not blocking any of the main road. As you continue into the park, you are going to find that the campground is divided into 3 sections. You'll see A loop on your left, B loop on your right, and if you continue straight forward, you will find C loop. We're going to take a look at A loop. This is where your one laundry area is, and this is pretty important for those that don't have a washer and dryer in your rig. You usually want to know where the laundry is. We discovered that A loop has the most transient sites. There are approximately about 32 sites available in this loop that are not permanent sites. There are 2 sites like Site 51 here that are 30 amp water, they have a picnic table and a fire ring but no sewer. When you first come into Loop A, you will find the laundry room. They have a bench outside the laundry room, so if it's a nice cool day, you can sit out here and enjoy some fresh air. The laundry room has 4 washers. If you don't have coins, you can use the Jet service and download it on your phone. The washing machines cost $1.75 to wash. There are 4 opposing dryers. They cost $1.75 to dry. There's a laundry sink here, so you can wash things by hand if you need. They've conveniently put a fan in here for when it gets hot, a place to hang your clothes, fold your clothes as well, and some chairs. The laundry room is painted a very bright color of yellow that makes it stand out, and one of my favorite colors. Right outside the laundry room, you'll find this cute, quaint, little miniature golf area. You can't miss where to start. They have an arrow with a number 1 pointing your way. You will check out your golf clubs and balls at the registration office. Miniature golf is so much more fun when they have cute little displays to have to shoot your balls right through. I don't know of anybody who's brave enough to shoot that through Fido's doghouse, through the tire, and into the hole. Do you go through the tire or around the tire? Need to rest in between the holes? They have a lovely garden area where you can sit at the bench that's centrally located, and you can see all the miniature golf holes. You do not see this very often. A whole building dedicated to the library. They must love dragonflies here. Perhaps why we don't see many mosquitoes. There's a nice selection of books here. There's just something about holding a book in your hand. I know I use the iPad to read too. So if you're here, let us know if you ever find one of our books in one of the libraries throughout the country, and if you've ever found one of our stickers in a book. We leave one in a book every time we donate one to the library. There's a couch where you can sit down here and come in and read. If you need to do a little work, there's also a table here for you. This is site number 1. There are 22 sites approximately at the Loop A that are 30 amp water and sewer. Most sites are graveled, have a picnic table, and a fire ring. There are 2 pull-through sites here on Loop A. They are 30 amp and water only. The pull-through sites are 16 and 18. There are 2 spots on Loop A that are handicap accessible and close to the bathhouse. There are 3 shower areas and bathroom areas. We're going to check out Loop A. See how the bathroom facility is. This comfort station has 2 sinks with a great big mirror. Looks like a little makeup area. Could be a changing station. Whatever you want to use it for. There are 2 showers here. One is handicap accessible. There's a chair that folds down. A nice shower head that has a hose, making it easier to use. Both showers have a nice little area to change clothes, hang up your things, have a seat. There are 2 bathroom stalls. One is handicap accessible. It is nice that the reserved handicap sites do have a asphalt pad. Let's check out the game room on Loop A. This might be the place to park if you want access to a lot of the different amenities. The game room has several different games you can choose from in here and a few tables. They have ping pong. I've been told you can check out the equipment at the camp store. There is air hockey. Actually, there are 2 tables of air hockey. The golf club and little balls are here for a little game of chip golf. There are a few toys in here to keep your little ones occupied as you play the big games. They can play with the little toys. This is site 45. There are 2 50 amp full hookups in Loop A. There is a surcharge of $4 per night for the 50 amp sites. The miniature golf is right behind the laundry room. There are 2 little cabins here with screened in front porches and nice big yards. There are dumpsters at each loop, so you can dump your trash right here at the board. Loop B is not marked, but it is the first right across from Loop A. It's quite a bit different as it is mostly permanent sites. There are only 2 transient sites in this loop, but there are other amenities here that you can use. There's a swing set on Loop B. If you're not sure what Gaga Ball is, think back to dodgeball when you were younger. It's a game of throwing the ball at people. The only thing different is that you cannot hit them above the fence. B Loop makes up mostly permanent sites. You'll find the storage area is on B Loop. If you need to be away from your rig for an extended amount of time, they have a few storage sites here available. Just check up at the front office. This is site 1 and 2. They are the only sites that for transients on the B Loop. They have 30 amp electric and water, along with a picnic table and a fire pit. On Loop 2, there's a nice pavilion with several picnic tables, so if you are having a gathering, you can use this spot. They also have grills and it overlooks the pond. Who would not want to have a party in a pavilion overlooking a pond? They just ask that you don't move the picnic tables out of the pavilion. So come and have a party. There are 2 grills by the pavilion if you care to use those instead of your own. There's not a bathhouse on Loop B, but if you're using any of the amenities, they do have a porta potty here for you. There are 2 ponds on the property. You are allowed to fish here. It is a catch and release pond. One of the ponds face the pool area. You do not need a fishing license to fish in either one of these ponds. It's hard to believe something so little can be so loud.
I've caught one of those before.
Did you let it go or use it for bait?
You know, I don't use frogs for bait.
I don't blame you.
There's a blue there right there.
There are plenty of picnic tables that you can use as you're fishing. I read online that there were boats that you could take out onto the pond, but this is the only one I have found. There's a comfort station at Loop C. It looks the same as Loop A, so I won't put you through that. The handicap accessible campsite on Loop C has water and 30 amp electric only. It also has a picnic table, a fire pit. Instead of being asphalt though, it is gravel, a gravel site. But it is right up next to the comfort station. You can still see the numbers on the shuffleboard. They're faint, but you can come out here and play by the pool if you like. There are 2 horseshoe pits. They have orange cones over the rings, but you just take them off, set them aside, and you're ready to play horseshoes. There's some people over here the other day having a great time. This is pretty cool. You can watch a movie under the stars when it's movie night at the campground. They have an area across from the pool where you can leave your boats. Of course, these boats won't fit on the pond, but just about 5 or 6 miles away from here, there are 2 big lakes. The 2 cabins on Sea Loop look like little actual cabins. They have a fire pit and a picnic table and a back porch. We are on Sea Loop. There are 7 transient sites on Sea Loop. They are all 50-30 amp electric with water and sewer. You do have to pay a $4 a night upcharge if you want 50 amp service. And Fred's like, I'll pay it any day. He likes his 50 amps when we're at a park. Our full hookup site, not too bad. It was very easy to place all the hoses and wires. The sites are huge. We have a nice gravel site, a picnic table, as well as a fire ring. And there's enough room for both our rigs here. All the way back to the end of Loop C, there's a sign for Creekview Trail. We're gonna go take the trail and see where it ends up. I found a little bridge. It's kind of sketchy, but I think we can get across. Not too bad. It's very sturdy. Not bad at all. Well, the path is a really good thought for the campground, but it's a little overgrown. There is a bench here. Hard to sit down. This trail has not been traveled very much, so it kind of dead ends here, but you can probably follow what might have used to be a trail or make one up of your own. I traveled a little further into the woods and I found that Dallas and Cadence were here in July of 2018. Alright, so we came back on a little path. It's not been traveled a lot, but it's kind of cool and it's going to take us around the park. It's not too bad of a path. It's not well marked, a little overgrown, but if you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of the campground and into nature, it's a cute little path to take. This path takes you to a bridge that's a little bit more than sketchy. Not even I think I will cross it. I really am curious to see where this ends. I definitely decided it was too sketchy to cross. Nice little hike in the woods, but watch out for that bridge. So this is our fire for the night here in Wilmington, Ohio.
Man, it's hot.
It's a nice fire pit.
All right, it's time for the Wilmington RV Resort Cellular Service Report. Well, off to a great start is AT&T at 63.6 down and 7.3 for upload. Very nice signal. Meanwhile, T-Mobile's in there at 15.4 down and 0.15 upload. And even Verizon showed up at 7.29 down and 1.94 up. All pretty good signals, although I'm going to go with AT&T personally. We had a great time here. We really enjoyed this campground. It was very nice, quiet, peaceful. Yes, very nice. We'll talk to you next time.